What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of the Voice Center podcast. Here with your guy, Marino Jorge, and I'm also here with my guy, Joe Miranda. The other third one, Demo, he's not here today. Man got sick, wish nothing but the best. Maybe he might have gotten corona. I don't even know. He might have gotten corona. Maybe, maybe not. But how are you doing, Joe? You still got that? Oh, you still got that?
Oh
You still,
God, but
oh,
I'm
hey,
I'm good.
you good?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, just especially for Halloween, for some people out there that are gonna go to parties, please stay safe. Don't don't do anything stupid. Pretty much, pretty much that. So just to start off with, the NBA potentially starting in December 22nd. It's been reported ever since of last week, but the players want now a January 18th start going into next year, and this in terms of the money, it's not looking great. Like the owners lost a significant amount of money you know, due to the bubble and stuff like that. So it's like Joe, how do you think they're gonna do it, man? Like, do you think they're gonna be December, January?
Man, I don't know, because like December, the players really don't want December. So if they do start December, the players probably gonna like the main stars probably just not gonna play. Gonna go for load management like Kawhi and LeBron. Uh, I feel like for the players is better January, but they're talking about business and making money because they're gonna lose a lot of money if they start January. So I don't know how it's gonna be.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, let me see. Oh, let me see. So December 22nd. Let me see the calendar. Okay, so it's pretty much five to 6 weeks, if I'm counting that correctly. So 5 to 6 weeks, seven maybe. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. But then again, look at the players and then look at the business. The players want January 18th, get that rest over Christmas, over the New Year. But the owners said, no, we want December because we're gonna lose a lot more money. Y'all
Yeah.
not at y'all's usual salary. So and December 1st is the target date for training camps if they go with the December 22nd start, which I just think the players that they really have no leverage because you're trying not to lose more money than you already did with the pandemic. So it's a tough situation because then look at the people, the Lakers and the Heat.
Mm-hmm.
They not even gonna get rest. They're just gonna and then really have training camp starting in a month from now if they go with it. But starting on January 18th, Martin Luther King Day, it's they October October 11th, which was pretty much 20 days ago that the NBA restart for the rule finished. So I don't know. It's tough
August.
because it's like you get it from the players' perspective, especially from the Lakers and the Heat with LeBron, but
I'm even
also
I'm even hearing that the league is gonna go shorter for like 52 games or something.
yeah, that you might have to do that too. And you have to think about it too. You're competing also with potentially the NFL. You're competing too with the NFL, and like normally how they do it here is the NFL finishes in around February. The NBA has the All Star game in around February. So let's just say they start December 22nd. Let's see. I guess you're competing because you're competing with the NFL. It's not gonna go well. It's not gonna because it's gonna be there's a lot of good games
Yeah.
NFL that weekend, and so it's like yes, you're competing, but also NBA don't want that smoke with the NFL now. A lot of people are gonna be tuned in to all these NFL games, so it is that's one of the benefits also. But also you have to understand that. you're gonna lose a lot more money if
And
you go with the January start because it's just like some players that I'm probably sure every player has gotten to take a pay cut, even LeBron, Steph, and all the major stars. But you imagine going into next year where you don't know if you don't know if it's gonna how things are gonna be with COVID. You don't know. It's a lot of uncertainty. Apparently, there's reports that the vaccine may come out this upcoming month in November. But it's a lot of I can say this, there's a lot more questions than answers right now. There's
mhm.
not a lot of answers, and there's a lot of questions, and hmm, it's gonna be interesting because pretty much from this upcoming week, they're gonna potentially discuss about what they're gonna do. I think November 6th, if I'm not mistaken. November 6th, so pretty much pretty much a week. They're gonna talk about all the draft, the free agency, and the start of the new season.
Mhm.
Hmm. What do you think in your mind? What do you think should they do? Should they aim for a December start or a January start? Because like you gotta look at it from all perspectives of yes, you're gonna lose money, but also the Lakers and the Heat are not gonna get that
Yeah,
much of a break mentally too, especially with the bubble.
yeah.
So
I mean, for me, it's like for the players because it's not just about money. It's like the players are the reason we're watching. So if they're not in the right mindset, it's just different. So I feel like January might be the best start, but I don't know. What do you think?
yeah, I don't know, man. They're gonna go with December because these owners need the money.
Hmm.
So it's it's like I think they're gonna go with December
Yeah.
22nd. Like this plan that they already have right now, they're gonna go with this plan because it's just like it's from the owner's perspective of we've already lost money due
Hmm.
to we're gonna lose even more. Y'all are asking us to even lose even more money
Yeah.
because of how things are going. And so I get it from both sides, but it's just like, man, these players are not gonna get really anything.
It's hard to say.
But also, you have to understand that there's been the 18s that did not get invited into the bubble. The Hawks, there's more. The Hawks, Warriors, Knicks, Pistons. There's a lot more teams that did not get invited to the bubble that you also have to say, well, what about them? So
Yeah.
you have to talk about them. So that also leads into the December start because
Yeah.
there's teams like, hey, we've been here for almost 8 to 9 months.
Hmm.
We've been preparing,
Yeah.
waiting. So it's
Yeah. That makes sense.
like I get what you mean from the perspective of the players and things of that nature, but it's a business, and they're gonna go with the best business decision. What's the best business decision? Starting, not Christmas Day, but like starting a couple of days before Christmas,
Yeah.
so you can avoid losing money. And you're not gonna play with any fans.
Yeah.
Like we already know, there might be like the way the NFL is doing it, they have a limited, like it's almost 5, 10, 15, almost a 20% of crowd capacity. So you're not gonna have that many people in the building.
Yeah.
And also the risk of COVID goes even higher because you're not in a bubble anymore. You got these players now that are gonna go from place to place to place
Around.
around and stuff like that. So it's a tough situation.
Yeah.
Because it's just, man, you see it from both sides, but also you gotta be like, man,
Mm.
whew, it's gonna be a tough decision. By this week, by at least like Friday, or by Thursday or Friday, we're gonna know whether or not it's gonna be in December or in January, but it's leaning towards December. I can tell you that much. It's leaning towards December. But if we do have a December start though, give me some teams that you think, to for December 22nd, give me some. Obviously, you got to include the Lakers because
Obvious. Yeah.
ring. So give me at least 4 to 5 games that basically on the roster, some of the roster tweaks have been going on with some teams, not all the teams. Give me at least like 4 or 5 games that you'll be intrigued in if there's a potential December 22nd start.
Like the teams playing each other, like which games?
Yeah, which games would you say?
Yeah.
Brooklyn this or Brooklyn Lakers? Like, give me some games that you'd be intrigued in.
Bro, Lakers and Brooklyn would be a really good one with KD and Kyrie. Like I really want to see that. Or even Rockets and Lakers, pay
Nah,
back.
no, not the
You
Rockets, not the Rockets.
know, but you
Let's,
never know what's gonna be.
yeah,
But
let me,
or I don't know, man.
let me just, like give you a better picture of how. I mean, you do have a lot of interesting games though. Like you have, like let's say,
Are fully set up yet.
hmm?
The teams aren't fully set up yet. Some of
Yeah,
them.
yeah. And looking at some teams are not going to have the same rosters, so it just like let's say Lakers Clippers and seeing the Clippers, seeing the Lakers get their
Yeah.
ring. Let's go with Clippers Lakers. Let's go with Brooklyn and the Nets versus the Bucks. Then
Mm.
you got you know maybe the Heat versus the Sixers. You
Yeah.
maybe the Celtics versus the Heat. Or you got the Celtics versus the Pacers. Like you can really play around with it.
Yeah.
Maybe West you
Those
can say
Bucks.
Mavericks. Yeah. You can say Mavericks, yeah, Mavericks, Blazers, or like
Mm.
it's gonna be or Blazers, Pelicans. Like you can do a lot of mixing up. There's a lot of good,
And the Suns are gonna be out there too.
yeah, good potential games. We're just assuming that it's gonna be in December. So pretty much it's because wow, it's complicated.
Yeah.
It's complicated. So let me see. I'm looking at a story from Woj. Let's see. So if the players do start, they want to. If it does start in January,
Hmm.
the NBA could lose up to a billion in revenue.
Dang.
So they delayed the start of next season. It can cost them base pretty much an additional 500 mil to a billion, pretty much revenue.
Hmm.
So it's like the normal NBA season that we're gonna get is not gonna start until 21, 22.
Hmm.
21, 22 maybe it's gonna be normal, but like for this game, it was not.
Yeah.
So this was the numbers before the pandemic of the NBA revenue. It was 9.9 billion. 9 billion was 50% of TV media. Obviously, the fans with arenas, and the 10% was just like the 40% that they got from arenas is 3.5 billion.
Oh,
That is from arenas alone, and then you got the fans. You know, I mean, the salary cap is gonna be short. It's not gonna be the same as it's been years past.
yeah.
So players are gonna sign, but they're not gonna sign for the usual contract. It's gonna be a lot less money.
Yeah. It has to be.
So pretty much like the guaranteed salary for some players next year is Kevin Durant, 40 million, Kawhi Leonard, 34.4 million, Joel Embiid, 30 million, John Morant, 9 million, Steph Curry, 43 million, and then Zion Williamson with 10 million. That's 6 players, and so everyone else is gonna get impacted with their money. I don't think LeBron probably won't, but you got other players who are gonna get impacted tremendously by
Yeah.
by the money because you have to consider upcoming rookies. and then
Hmm.
you got
Yeah.
guys going into their second year, and sheesh, man, it's a
Yeah.
business out there. It's a tough business.
Uh,
So I think the players are gonna get pushed into a wall to where they have no choice but to say, "Hey, these guys are getting their guaranteed salaries, but we're not getting that much money either." And so
hmm.
it's gonna have to be in December.
Yeah.
It's
It has to be.
like the only option because you're not getting that money back. If you start in December, yeah, if you start in January, you just lost a lot more money than you
Hmm.
did when the pandemic started and you had the bubble. The bubble, they did get some money back, obviously because of the TV contracts and the games and revenue from that. But you're losing. Yes, I just feel for guys like the Lakers and the Heat, or
Yeah.
guys who they're not gonna have that much rest, especially LeBron. Who pretty much we know LeBron. LeBron does everything. LeBron's a president, GM, owner. He pretty much owns everything. So he's not the head of the Players Association, but LeBron does have a significant voice and
Hmm.
significant power.
Yeah.
It's really LeBron and Chris Paul that pretty much like in terms of the power that they generate in making decisions like these is going to be interesting because I don't think LeBron is looking for a December start. LeBron's looking for no push it till next year
Yeah.
like
His
that.
family.
It's
About that.
yeah. I don't know. Maybe there's gonna be a season. Maybe there's not gonna be a season. But hmm,
When there has to be a season. If there isn't a season, it's gonna
they
be.
they're gonna be a lot of frustrated guys though. No one
Yeah.
win. If they side up on known as one side is gonna be super happy, another side is gonna be super pissed off. So
Yeah.
it, and that's what the pandemic has forced. It's got like a lot of people are losing their jobs, people are losing money, and so
Hmm. Yeah.
we'll see what happens. You still have pretty much this week. They have this week to figure it out how they're gonna do it, but it's not looking pretty for a lot of people. So
Gotta hope for the best now.
yeah. Pretty much because I mean, Anthony Davis, he opted out for pretty much means he's gonna stay with the Lakers. I mean, there's been actual reports saying AD plans to opt out with the Lakers. So, yeah, he's gonna stay with the Lakers. He's not going to the Bulls. I think Anthony Davis brought up about the Bulls. So yeah, it would be nice to go back to my hometown and stuff like that. AD, stop. We know you're gonna stay with the Lakers. It's pretty much
What is he gonna do in the Bulls?
It's pretty much his team at this point. The Wolves got a nice young core. It's just that they're always getting injured.
Yeah.
Always getting injured. Wendell Carter, Laura Markkinen, Zach Levine is still there. Zach Levine is nice. Like
It
those
is.
ridiculous. Let let's talk about the ratings for a little bit because some of these ratings are kind of ridiculous.
Oh,
It's yeah.
yeah.
So obviously LeBron with the 98. You got Giannis with a 97.
Hmm.
Kawhi with the 96, Harden with the 96, KD with the 95. That can be a bit controversial because he missed last season. So this is the rating that he's gonna start with, and I think by the end of the year, if he stays healthy and he really bounces back from the Achilles, like an 80% KD, that's almost a 97 overall, like 90, 96, 97.
Yeah.
His rating is not going to be looking the same by the end of the year.
Yeah.
80 and 95. Baines is 95. Steph again is a 95. He played some games, but he pretty much missed the whole season.
He didn't even go to the playoffs, so it makes
Yeah.
sense.
Luka with the 94 and Jimmy with the 93, which I would get. I mean, Jimmy, he played good. He played good, just played good. And then you got Yeah, Jimmy 93, Joel Embiid 91, Jason Tatum 90, Jokic 90, Towns 90, Kyrie 90, Clay 89, Donovan Mitchell 88, Trey Young 88, Chris Paul 80, uh, yeah, yeah. No. I will say this. PG does deserve a 90. I think a 90 would be good because he had a 93 to start the year.
Oh, for real?
I think that's what Ronnie said, but yeah. So I think he should get a 90. Would consider what his blunders and what him hitting the side of the backboard and stuff like that. He should get a 90.
Yeah.
He should get a 90. Yeah. So you got because there were some ridiculous ones here. Jamal Murray and Rudy Gobert had the same ratings. That's a problem. That can't happen.
Jamal and Rudy.
Jamal Murray and Rudy Gobert had the same rating. That can't.
No, bro.
That can't. That no. You
That,
telling
that
me
those two. No, that's just not right.
that's no? Because I'm like 2K. Because I truly believe there's some people who do the ratings who do not watch basketball. They
Uh,
do not, because good and well, Jamal Murray deserves a higher rating than Rudy Gobert, and you come up with this blasphemous, the like, bro, come on, man, and then you got, let me see, yeah, it's like I'm looking for any ridiculous ones that they had, but it's pretty much this one. Like Rudy Gobert has a higher rating than Bam, higher rating than Jalen Brown, Kemba Walker, and that out of all the players that I'm looking at, he's pretty much that. Like Bam, Jalen Brown, and Kemba Walker should have higher ratings than Chris Middleton, including Jamal Murray.
hmm
That's there's no way. There is no way. Like this, I don't know if they're falling in love with Rudy Gobert. I don't know what's going on, but it's Jamal Murray can't have the same rating as Rudy Gobert. That can't.
I mean, I guess it also adds up from last time because they can't just bump it up so high.
Yeah, but like I think Jamal Murray should at least get an 89 or a 90. Rudy Gobert should probably get what, an 85?
Yeah, he didn't do as
He
good as.
didn't do as good. First of all, people gotta be on drugs. If people did not see this brother Jamal Murray now, what he did to Utah, was just ridiculous.
Even to the Clippers.
Even to the Clippers. And we can look at the highlights later, but like Jamal Murray, what he did was just crazy. It was
Unbelievable.
crazy. It was. Like it was truly, but it's just you can't do this.
Yeah.
Like it can't happen. 2K, like you can't do that. Russ has a higher rating than Jamal. That look the way this is Rocket fans. We know Jamal Murray deserves a little bit higher than Russ,
Yeah.
but the way he's winning. Yeah, Paul George.
I
Yeah,
feel like
George should
looking
be
at
in there. Hmm?
they're also just looking at the names mostly.
They gotta be named because
Yeah.
some people just ain't watching basketball like that.
Mm.
There's nowhere. Yeah. What do you think about the Nets though? Because the Nets, you know, they added D'Antoni. They added D'Antoni
Yeah.
and Stoudemire, who it's like getting because Steve Nash, Mike D'Antoni, and Mark Stoudemire. D'Antoni was once the coach, and Nash and Stoudemire were the players for him. So coming in as an assistant, it might be that Phoenix Suns 7 seconds or less offense with the
Right.
way they're doing it. Because I was like, D'Antoni to the Nets. That's interesting. That's really interesting.
Yeah.
Because the problem is just that Brooklyn. Like, where do you see Brooklyn's ceiling? Where do you have them projected? Do you have them projected Eastern Conference Finals? Like, do you have them as like the top three teams in the East?
They definitely have to be top three teams. Like with
Uh,
KD and Kyrie, with all
KD,
that with Steve
KD and
Nash,
Kyrie.
bro, like it's gonna be up there.
Mhm.
So they could go all the way to the finals, to be honest.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Yes. Hmm. But yeah, KD and Kyrie, obviously,
Don't they
maybe
have the Jordan too?
they had DeAndre Jordan and Jared Allen, which I
Yeah.
think the reason they brought in Amari Stoudemire was because of the way they ran the offense in Phoenix with Steve Nash was like their bigs were, pick and roll, get
Hmm.
catch lobs, play defense and stuff like that, which I think they brought in Amari Stoudemire to help DeAndre Jordan and Jared Allen with that.
Yeah. Well, that's gonna be good.
Yeah, it's an interesting it's an interesting
Yeah.
who am I thinking? Let me see they added another guy. Let me see. They still kept Ime Udoka, who you probably don't really know. I didn't really know him either, but he was an assistant for Philly. He's mainly a defensive coach. A
Hmm.
defensive coach. And the Sixers did have uh I don't know. I gotta check their defensive rating, but he's pretty much a defensive coach, which you obviously you're gonna need to.
Yeah.
You got a nice mix of offense with defense, because D'Antoni they will don't do defense. D'Antoni they don't do defense, so you know they hired Emeri Doka. He's mainly known as a defensive guy, so
Hmm.
it's gonna be it's gonna be interesting. Brooklyn is one of those teams that you just kind of like you're intrigued about. It's a lot
Hmm.
of excitement
Yeah.
going on. And so, also, give me the situation with Giannis. If you were Giannis, let's say you were Giannis, what would you do? Would you like, let's say the outcome going into next season, you go to the playoffs, obviously you go deep into the playoffs, but you don't get a ring. Like, so if you're Giannis, do you sign that supermax and just give trust in the Bucks organization that they're gonna provide you with better talent? Are you gonna leave? And some people already saying he's going to the Warriors.
Miami.
Warriors, Miami is. What do you? If
I,
you were Giannis, what would you do?
okay.
Like hypothetically speaking,
How old is he again? He's really young, right?
6. Okay.
26.
Yeah, 25, 26. Right? Yeah, 25. Yeah, it's
I
25.
feel I feel like he could just give it a few like 2 more years if they don't go, and after that he can go to the Lakers, the LeBron or whatever if LeBron is still playing.
But you're
Or
not
my,
ready. You're saying 2 years, then sign the supermax. Then 'cause he's not. Either he's gonna sign the supermax, and it's gonna be 5 years,
hmm
or he's not going to. Because I don't think at this point he's gonna settle for less money.
I wouldn't sign the Supermax, bro. To be honest.
At the Max with the Bucks. Yeah, I'm leaning towards that too, because you got people I say, man, Giannis will look nice in the Heat jersey, or he will look nice in the Warriors jersey. I'm like, stop the cap, chill out. Like, I actually do want to see him get a ring though.
Yeah.
I would like seeing him, especially um with the Bucks. It's just a matter of can the Bucks build
Yeah.
a a championship like level team around him, because Giannis is still developing.
hmm
Giannis still has some flaws to his game, which is
Because
okay.
they're a good team. I just don't understand how they are like
They
performing in the
they
playoffs.
pretty much play the same style in the playoffs as in the regular season as they do in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Went back to the Raptors too last year. That you would think that they would adjust and do something different, but they
hmm
pretty much had the same team from last year.
Yeah.
And one
And
of
they
the big losses,
further
yeah,
than that.
yeah. One of the big losses that they had is that they lost Malcolm Brogdon and he went to the Pacers. One thing
Yeah.
people realize is with Malcolm Brogdon, he was 50, 40, 90, so 50% shooting from the field, 40% from three, 90 plus on the free throw line.
hmm
Malcolm Brogdon was a good offensive player and also a good defensive player. So you can rely on him. Eric Bledsoe, oh, you don't know what Eric Bledsoe. Chris Middleton, oh, you don't know what Chris Middleton.
But he showed up.
Hmm?
But he showed up in a few games.
He did, but they prioritized Chris Middleton and Eric Bledsoe over Malcolm Brogdon, which I think they should have kept Malcolm Brogdon.
Yeah,
That include losing Chris Middleton, maybe, probably, maybe, but they should have kept Malcolm Brogdon because that's one that they're gonna regret losing for Giannis. They
yeah,
should have kept Malcolm because if people like I didn't watch the Bucks that much, but I saw them good enough to know that it's like Malcolm Brogdon. He really did play an impact for them.
yeah. He was a great shooter for them.
He was a great shooter for them. So it's it was that. So and now let's just dive into a little bit with the Rockets and things that are going on. They signed a new head coach named Steven Silas. I didn't even know who he was
Yeah,
until this week, and he was an assistant for the Mavericks. And actually, the Mavericks, I don't think you knew, but the Mavericks had the number one number one offensive rating.
like
So
this year.
yeah, yeah. Well, last year, pretty much, we're just gonna count it as last year now. But the Mavericks had the number one offensive rating, and he was part of it. He played a part of it too.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you're not gonna give him this roster though. Like the Rockets roster's a disaster.
Yeah,
It's like me and you, we talked about, man, let's get Russ out of there. Let's get some trades. Because the Rockets have no cap space. They
hmm
have draft picks. And so it's like, what are you going to do?
yeah.
It's just,
Problem is, what team actually wants Westbrook right now?
yeah. So with the way things are going, like, would you prefer a rebuild or would you prefer, let's run it back one more year with Harden and Russ? But you're not bringing the same team back now. You better at least try to get a center. At
Yeah,
least decent
yeah.
center. It's
So I just I wouldn't do a rebuild right now, especially with Harden, bro.
with Harden. Harden might request a trade. He's still with
Exactly.
the. He's gonna request a trade though. If
Like a rebuild, like
it's in
of all
his mind,
what?
yeah. It's in. I'm sure it's in Harden's mind that it's kind of like, "Man, I gotta get out of here. It's
Like close to the end of like
close to the
his
end,
career.
and it's like
Like he
the,
needs a ring right now.
yeah, it's James Harden one of those players. Like let me see, because it's just like contract and Russ.
Mm.
Like Russ's contract too is just oh god, it's you're not moving those two contracts, obviously.
And Chris Paul just
Oh,
proved to us been a mistake too.
so so Eric Gordon, like are we gonna get rid of Eric Gordon? Are we gonna get rid of him?
I feel
Eric
like good. He's just not consistent, man.
not consistent.
I I, I feel
Yeah, it's
get us a good shooter, consistent one. I don't know.
so they don't get rid of Eric Gordon. He just oh god.
It's a hard decision.
Okay,
I
what
don't
about Daniel House?
know, man.
Obviously not Daniel House.
I really like him.
I see PJ Tucker. PJ Tucker's just stay around. Ben
Mhm.
Mac, he did play particularly
Yeah,
well. Just that
he's a
damn
great
D'Antoni didn't play him a lot. Only
not and but
took the dude out of his rhythm. So
he literally
Austin
good
Rivers,
team.
Austin Rivers is getting rid of him or
Probably like this man is not consistent at all,
that
man.
consistent. Yeah, it's yeah.
But
Uh,
I don't know who else we get.
yeah,
Like
it's
about like getting Devin Booker for Russ.
you crazy. Sons ain't accepting that.
Exactly.
I was gonna be like, hell no, we good with the book. Good with
Yeah.
the book unless you request a trade.
Or we
Yeah,
can even get Embiid with Russ and James, but cap space.
yeah, it's there.
Yeah.
So let me see the roster and how it's looking. It's just like, oh man, Capella. I might like we should have kept Capella, obviously.
Yeah.
Should have kept Capella. What
I,
about
but out of it, we actually got Robert Covington, which is really good.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Let me see.
what were you gonna
Jeff,
say?
I said Jeff Green should say though. Jeff Green
Yeah,
did play.
yeah,
Did Gerald
definitely.
Green really walked. Why did they let Gerald Green go?
I didn't understand that. I
It's
think
like,
he was injured or something,
yeah, I think he had
and
an
he was
injury or something.
play.
But yeah, he had an injury. And I was like, man, that 60 plus win season, Gerald Green played a big impact.
Yeah,
Gerald Green
that
was really
player,
nice. He
like,
was. It's just, oh man. Yeah, it's, let me see. Because I had to look at the roster, like I'm looking at some players from, this is the roster for, okay, so you got Bruno Cavacalo, this dude didn't even play. DeMar Carroll didn't even play. Tyson Chandler, I think he's gonna retire at some point. If
so
not, if not this upcoming season, we're assuming either December, January, then probably next season's.
yeah,
Um, Robert Covington, he should stay. Robert Covington should stay. Michael Frazier, I don't even know who this dude is. The Rockets didn't even play him.
yeah,
Eric Gordon, Eric Gordon. It's a love-hate relationship with this man. It's
yeah.
a love-hate relationship with this man because it's just like you wish you could get that 2018 Eric Gordon. That guy was onto something.
And now, like these injuries coming up,
Yeah, his injuries are coming up. It's Jeff Green, keep him, keep Jeff Green.
even.
Daniel House, keep him, even though he had that incident with the particular lady in the bubble. Um, but why they brought Luke Mute back, but they didn't even play him. I
I
don't even
didn't
know why.
get that.
I don't even know why they brought him back. So Ben McLemore, keep him, obviously. But David Moaba, they got him from a trade, I think. I think a trade or either they brought him in. Austin Rivers, we're in agreement. Let's get rid of Austin Rivers. Let's
Yeah,
move on. Yeah. Okay. Talos Epilosha, I don't know what
didn't
this
really play either.
is. Yeah. PJ Tucker staying. Russell West. Oh, Russell Westbrook.
We
Oh.
don't really have a choice with
So
that.
what do you think they should do with Russ? Trade him or keep him?
I feel like we should give him another chance though, because like that
Chance.
was his first year,
That was
and
his.
he had a few injuries, and it was a little hard. So I feel like this year, depending on how he does, we could we could see.
Yeah. I wish we could get 2016 Russell Westbrook, the one that won the MVP.
Man,
No, 2016 or 2017. No, 2017. Steph won it in 2016.
oh
Because let me look at Russ's stats. Even though James Harden should have gotten it, he's still Russ still, you
yeah,
know. Because let me see. If we're looking at Russell Westbrook's stats, that 2017 Russell Westbrook, that Russell Westbrook, yes. Because he was shooting well from the free throw line, from three.
yeah.
Like, let me see. So, 2016, 2017. Okay, which one is it? So, triple double, 2017. No, 2016, 2017. Yeah, so he had. So, pretty much what did he shoot? He shot 42. No, not 42. That deep. Okay. He shot 34% from three, which was not great, but it was good enough in
Hmm.
comparison to what he shoots now. He shot 84% from the free throw line. Now that
Oh wow.
he did shoot really good from the free throw line. You know, field goal wise, he was shooting 42%, which wasn't great. I'm looking at other seasons that he had. He had better he had a higher field goal percentage. It was one of his great years. But assists, obviously, 10
Hmm.
points, so 10 assists. But I just, you don't know because Russ plays one way. Because one of the regrets that we have in this Chris Paul trade is that Chris Paul could do multiple things. It's just like
Yeah,
Russ only knows one way, which is just he only knows one way. It just go downhill, dunk it on somebody, or lay it up, kick it
Yeah,
out,
lob it.
lob it, or something. It's just Chris
Yeah,
Paul. Chris Paul controls the game. He slows down. He looks at what's going on. And just yeah, Chris Paul is obviously not more athletic than Russell Westbrook, but
yeah.
Chris Paul in terms of knowledge,
Hmm. With that
it's
basketball IQ,
that best IQ is obviously high. It
yeah,
can also be with LeBron's too. Both LeBron
yeah.
and Chris Paul have both high basketball IQ. So yeah, as a Rockets fan, man, I'm looking toward maybe like us as Rockets fan, maybe rebuild, maybe one more year. It just,
I
but
don't
also
know.
if you get one more year, maybe it's gonna be disappointment, maybe not. It's just,
Yeah,
but
we'll just see how this goes.
yeah, it's so getting into the soccer side with one club, Barcelona is making a lot of headlines throughout the past week or two. They lost the Clásico, which I don't think people know. So, Real Madrid and Barcelona, obviously one of the more regarded matchups. It was a couple years ago, but now it's not the same
Hmm.
anymore. Ronaldo left, so it's not the same rivalry. It doesn't have the same, splash as it did a couple years ago. I mean, obviously as a Barca fan, I don't want to rage because I just think it would feel inappropriate. So I'm gonna, not let's not talk about this game because they lost, and I saw the highlights. It was not great.
Hmm.
I am going to scream and cuss and go crazy, but I don't want to. So I'm gonna keep my cool when it comes to the Classico. They did win against Juventus, which thank God. You
Without
know,
Ronaldo, obviously.
yeah, without Ronaldo, I think maybe it would have played a different outcome because offensively, Juventus had chances. Some
They
of them
just,
offsides, some of them they just plainly missed. And so,
to be honest, Barca got lucky with the offsides
oh yeah,
because,
they got lucky because there were times where it was a definite goal.
yeah,
Somebody wasn't doing their job.
yeah,
Somebody had blown assignment. It's just that's how you go through with this Barca defense. Just God, it's a disaster. And I remember we had to talk during the week about the topics. I was like, yo, I'm telling y'all, this Barca defense is terrible. It is terrible.
yeah,
And so, I talked to you about the contrast. The team that we have now, including young players, is a team that we're pretty much gonna have for the next 6 years.
yeah,
Unless we start trading people and start getting rid of people, which is, I mean, you're signing PK to new deals. You're signing a
yeah,
guy like PK who's been here for too long. That man is 50 years old. He's almost at this point just looking at the back end. Just
yeah,
give a nice honeymoon. Just send him into the sunset. Because this man is awful. This man is pathetic. This man is terrible. He has no good serviceable. He serves nothing to us. Absolutely nothing. But, you know, he's the only defender pretty much that we have. So we
yeah.
have to live with this man. It's just, So now obviously getting into the big topic of Bartholomew finally stepping down.
Uh-huh.
I kind of busted a little dance after, but I was just kind of like, man, Barca fans acting like we gonna win the Champions League. Like, no, this don't change nothing. So like, give me your initial reaction of like when he left, and what do you think our projection for the future is?
I mean, I was obviously happy, but we're still stuck with the same team, man. So I don't know how things are gonna be. Like depending on this new manager, like what he's gonna do with this team. Because like I see that we got some good young players, some good young talent, like Ansu Fati, Ricky Puig, or whatever, however you pronounce it. But like, I feel like we can get there and get some good young players, defenders.
God.
But I don't know.
Okay. Try to be as calm as possible. as I can, but oh my God, I'm probably gonna go crazy after looking at this roster. Right. So we looked at this roster. What was it, Tuesday?
I think.
And yeah, we looked at this roster Tuesday. So I'm pretty much just saying, let's just look at the 30-year-olds. Let's just look at the dudes that has been pretty pathetic, are no serviceable anymore. It's pretty much a disaster. So PK, starting with PK, 33 years old, is with us till 2024. Like, it's just, I don't know if Barca sees 2014, 2015 PK, because that's definitely not what we see. Hell no. That man is not good. That man is not, he's not good. Like, I don't know what they see. This is why, like, before Bartolomeo stepped down, this dude gave PK a new contract. He gave him a new contract. Like, it's just, oh my God. And then you know, looking at the guy that we got from Juventus, Pjanic, this dude is 30 years old and is with us for 4 more years. 4 more years. And you got Sergio Busquets, who's with us for 3 more years. 32 years old, pretty much. It's just like, I know people think, well, 32 years old, that gotta be a little young though. Yeah, but when you're not performing to that level anymore, your value pretty much drops.
Yeah.
So when we think the when we think that I can't find that man, that man's always getting banged up. Like,
Yeah.
you can't find him. You know, looking for him, he's ducking and hiding, getting injured. 2023 is like people just like Barca fans are throwing legitimate parties and going crazy and wild. But it's just like, and then Griezmann, we didn't even want Griezmann, yet he's with us for 4 more years. So, like, Barca fans, look, Barca fans out there, just listen. He left. Yes, let's dance, let's party, this and that. But y'all don't pretend like we don't have a good team. We
Mhm.
don't have a good team. And in the off season, if God hopes, we got to do some construction. First of all, what the number one priority that should be already marked for Barca after this season, convince Messi to resign. Convince Messi to come back. That should be your number one, your top priority.
Mhm.
Because Messi was just kind of like, man, I'm about to leave. This thing is a mess. Ain't nobody doing nothing. I'm about to leave. This thing's a disaster. Bartolomeo left, so maybe Messi stayed with us longer. But
Mhm.
what Bartolomeo did is just that, like, this dude was just, like, some of the roster moves. We didn't want Griezmann. We didn't love Griezmann. Griezmann did not give us any splash.
And then we give up Suarez,
We
man.
gave up Suarez too, who's one of our good players. I would actually prefer to have Suarez right now than Griezmann. That's
Exactly.
how bad it is. Because Griezmann, he's not awful. He's not terrible. At the same time, he's not great.
He
He's
just
not great.
he just isn't performing right in this team, you
He's
know.
not. And it's honest to know that it's obvious to know he really does not fit. Even when Suarez was there, obviously him and Suarez played the same position. So I don't even know why you got him in the first place when you knew that you had Suarez, but yet and then Suarez leaves. Obviously, it's gonna be Griezmann, but it's just no, man, because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I never liked this move at all.
Mhm.
I never liked this move.
Player, but
Yeah,
that's what we
not the fit. Like you can love the player and stuff, but if he don't fit, man, get him out of here.
yeah.
Get him
Probably
out of
forwards instead of getting some defenders, bro.
here. Yeah, it's nah, bro. It's just, and then it's just. Like, I'm trying to come up with words, but it's hard because for the past 4 years, it's been disappointing looking at this team. Defensively, it's been a disaster. It hasn't been great. And then, you know, like Griezmann just elite. He's not elite.
Yeah.
Hazard is injured right now. And I would take Hazard over this man right now. Hazard is injured. And as much as like it's weird and painful for me to say, a dude that is banged up is actually better than a guy who's actually playing right now. That's how bad things are. That's how bad things are. And it's just like, oh, bro, are you kidding me? Like it's the same story with this team.
Mm-hmm.
Barcelona making these horrible, awful decisions, getting these older players. It's like it's like he thinks these older players are gonna take some medicine or some energy drink or something. They're gonna put him at their prime.
And
No, it's not. That's not how it works. It's just, uh,
I didn't understand Pjanic move, bro.
it's
Because
just,
Arthur and Pjanic are literally like the same style of play.
it's the same style. And then we had to, ever since Luis Enrique left, and obviously, like this is something pretty, let me see, something pretty serious that he had. I'm looking at it. Yeah, so pretty much last year, his daughter passed away. Let me see.
Mm.
His daughter passed away with cancer. So I think that might have played an impact on um, on his decision. But you know, his daughter passed away and stuff like that. So we just, man, you know, hopefully, you know, he's doing good. You know, hopefully he's doing good in his family too.
Yeah,
But I love Luis Enrique. Luis Enrique was a good manager for us.
it was.
Yes, you know, Luis Enrique had to deal with the contamination that was Bartolomeo. That man was a contamination. That
Mhm.
man, whatever he touched was just contaminated already. It wasn't even coronavirus anymore, something even greater than coronavirus because it's just like this man was just God, it's just oh you know, and then ever since then, look at the Barca managers. I think the Barca managers that have been ever since were Ernesto Valverde, who's it? You don't know what that is. And then the manager that I told you about, Setien, that was the manager that came after him. Who? Yeah, you don't know who that is, right? Neither do I. I don't even know what this dude is. And then we got now recently, we got this dude named Ronald Koeman, who who he played for Everton. Everton wasn't great. Everton did not in the top 10 or top 5 in terms of going
Mhm.
to the Premier League. And so like and this like goes to really to any sport. When you're trying to get a manager or a coach, you need someone with clout. You need someone that these players can respect. And especially with a locker room that got Lionel Messi, you kind of need a legend. You kind of need a guy who has a respectable reputation. And
Yeah.
Luis Enrique had that. We love Luis Enrique. He was one of our good managers.
Mhm.
Obviously,
But
Pep
yeah.
Guardiola, one with Man City now, you know, doing great in Man City, you know, but you getting these dudes like Ernesto Valverde, Quique Setien, Ronald Koeman. Like, come on, man. It's not, and no disrespect to these coaches again, but you're taking Zidane over all of them. Like, and honestly, Zidane played for Real Madrid. So
Mhm.
Zidane said, man, I'm not about to go join a rival. You know
Yeah.
what Zidane did when he signed with Real? It's kind of like, man, I ain't signing with with the rival. So
Yeah.
man, now if we had Zidane, I'll be like, oh man, this
Yeah.
ooh, book
But the,
us the Champions League, but
yeah.
also get us a good roster, which Bartholomew did not. He gave us a terrible roster, an awful roster, a roster with a lot of age on it, not a lot of miles to those players. So
Yeah.
you know, it's it's tough, man. As a Barca fan, it's just it angers us. We've been through a lot of torture. We've been
Uh,
through a lot. We've been through a lot, and ever since Luis Enrique left, we haven't found the permanent manager. Like, if Ronald, let's be honest though, if Ronald Koeman don't win the Champions League this year, this man is getting fired. And if this man does not get fired, I want that whole Barca board fired. I want them going because there's no way.
Man, they're not gonna win the Champions League.
They're not going to, man. Watch the fans are pretending like, man, we gonna go all the way. We gonna go all the way. No, we're not.
Like right now,
This,
they're losing to Alaves.
they're using Alaves.
Losing right now.
Oh Jesus
Like
Christ!
so they're
See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, yeah, I get it. Bartholomew left, but he also left us a terrible roster. And he also made us handicapped because this man signed people to big contracts. So pretty much next 6 years, this is the team that we have unless we make trades.
if any team even wants some
Oh,
4-year-old.
no. Ain't nobody want a 33-year-old Gerard Piqué. Ain't nobody want a Piqué. Ain't nobody want a Busquets. Like, these are players that are basically pretty much not done, but they're not serviceable to us.
Yeah.
Want them? So it's just, it's tough, man. It's just unbelievable. And you're losing to a team named Alaves. What in the heck are you doing? You're losing to a team. Okay, well, it is 1-0, but I'm still saying though, bro. It's Man, I couldn't imagine some Barca fans were saying, "Man, we're gonna win the Champions League after beating Juventus. We get hell no, we're not. We're not winning. We're not winning. We couldn't even win La Liga last year. I want people to understand this. We couldn't even win La Liga last year. That's how bad it was. We couldn't even win the La Liga, our own league.
I really don't get it. Because they were also at the top.
Just, they choked. They choked just like the Clippers. They choked. They
Literally.
choked just like the Clippers. So, yes, you know. Also, you got some of these hashtags saying Coleman out, and I'm just okay. Calm down. We're not measuring this man on La Liga, Barca fans. We're measuring this man on whether or not he can get us a Champions League. If he gets us a Champions League, which I don't even know how he's going to do it with this roster, if he gets us the Champions League, they're going to be like, okay, you can stay one more year. Your job is safe. Your
Yeah.
job is safe for one more year. But you don't want us the next year, you out. Bye bye. You're not coming here back anymore. You're gone. And also, what we have to understand is that um, they prepared this team for Messi pretty much to. I don't know if this was a team that was going to convince Messi to stay. Because Messi saw this. Messi was coming for the last 4 years pretty much. And, like, pretty much this was the roster that you had.
Mm-hmm.
It's the roster that you had. And so it's just kind of like, it's painful.
Messi didn't even have a choice like he had to stay.
It got so bad to the point to where he didn't want him to take to the court. He
Yeah.
said, "I love this club too much to take them to court." That's how bad it's just. And then the defense is, I don't need to.
Yeah.
No, I need to. Hell no. Let me look at some numbers for defensively. Let me look at some numbers. I don't know if they do. Obviously, they do rating analytics and stuff. Let me see. This when it comes to stats, it's kind of like, are you a good defensive team? Let me see this. Defensively. Okay, defensively, how did they do it? Okay, so green. Okay, from what I'm looking at, green is strong, and orange is weak.
Okay.
I'm seeing a lot of orange. Oh, every single one is orange. Defender. So this is pretty much everyone on the roster, everyone on the team who can defend, and it's orange. Even the defenders are orange. Every single one of them is orange. Like the highest ratings defensive wise. Listen, no, bro. Listen, look at me. The highest ratings defensive wise is Ansu Fati, Lionel Messi, and Felipe Coutinho.
The, the
Defensively, ratings, the little ratings.
How?
The it's a 7. It's a 10. Like I'm being serious. Hold on, let me share. Can I share? Uh, okay, let me see.
But
Can you see
like,
my screen?
yeah, I can see you now.
So this one on the bottom right.
Yeah.
This is the highest ratings defensively.
How are the attackers with the highest rating?
Defensive. And then look at this right here. This is pretty much the one for everyone. Oh no, this is tournament. This is tournament. So this is Champions League, La Liga, and all the other ones. Well, Copa del Rey and also the other ones. They haven't started it yet. But that's pretty much it. Let's look defensively. Look at that orange, 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 orange. And orange is pretty much weak. It's weak. Your defense is terrible. It's pathetic. It's
Yeah.
atrocious. And it's just like that's how bad it is. That's how bad. When I tell you, your attackers, your centers, and you're attacking. Your strikers and your midfield players have a higher defensive rating than your own defensive guys. That's how bad it is.
Man, I don't know. I don't understand that.
So shout out to this website that gave me the stats, but that's pretty much the stats.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the stats. It's This defense is terrible. It's not great. It's not great. And it's just obviously you have PK who PK is done. I'm done with this man. This man, as much as I don't want him to play for us anymore, he has to because he's pretty much the only player that we have.
Yeah.
Clement I don't know who this dude is. He's 24 years old, so he probably doesn't even play that much. Samuel Umtiti, he can't find him, can't find him. That man's always getting banged up. Jordi Alba can't find him. He's always getting banged up too. Nelson Semedo, banged up, can't find him. He actually played against Juventus. He actually played. That's all.
No, no. Semedo is this man is in what's it called? He's in Premier League now. He got traded to the Wolves.
He's not with us anymore?
No, he's with the Wolves.
What? The Wolves are pretty terrible though.
Yeah,
What?
I'm not bad.
Wait, so he's not with us anymore? Really?
They really traded him or sold him or something.
The heck? Wait, hold on. This can't be real. There's no way. He's not with us anymore?
No, man.
Wow.
I mean, he's a right back, right?
Yeah, he's a right back.
Yeah, we pretty much
Jordi Alba plays left. Jordi
we got
Alba plays left. He plays right if he's healthy. I don't know. I think Jordi Alba. Yeah, Jordi Alba plays. No, wait.
Jordi.
Jordi Alba plays left. But this was wait. Oh, so this is like a little transfer. What this report is September 23rd. So he was so pretty much ever since last month. He's pretty much gone. He's been gone.
Yeah, he's been gone. I thought you already knew about this.
No, I didn't know about this. Maybe I gotta download the Barca app. Maybe to. Oh, wow. That didn't he play against Juventus?
Uh,
I could have. Oh,
no,
Dembele. That was
not the,
Dembele. That's an I deserve an neck for that. That was Dembele.
oh, you
Uh,
know,
no. Wait. I'm getting mixed up. Dembele's the one keeps getting banged up. That's another neck for me. It's Dembele. Man. My
you got
fault.
me confused, bro.
Sevilla deserves no bashing.
Yeah,
Dembele. Dembele's the one. That's the one that keeps getting banged up. Oh, man. That's just how bad it is. I don't even recognize the same team now. That's how bad things are. So, yeah, it's 1-0 at halftime. Let me look at the stats. Some stats.
I don't understand, man. They lose to the smallest teams.
How in the hell? How in the hell are you? You're 75% in terms of possession. You have more passes than them. You have
More,
more shots on target. No, wait. More shots. This tie for shots on. What? Like, they can't be losing. You can't be losing a team like these.
yeah, for real.
Losing to teams like these, man. They're higher than Barca. Barca's in 14th place. They're in 10th.
They're 10th. 10th.
Jesus Christ, man. I guarantee you Messi wants to pack his bags and leave now.
For real.
God,
I
leave.
would.
God. Yeah, getting to the final minutes of it. This is like a little something that I came up. Like, so we agreed that whenever Neymar was with us a couple years ago, Neymar at his best, was he a top three player in all of soccer? Was he a top three guy? Messi, Ronaldo, and Neymar. Do you think he was top three?
I feel like he was.
Because Neymar at his best with Barca, I
Yeah,
consider him a
yeah,
top
yeah,
three,
definitely, definitely.
top three guy. But as a man, we don't want Neymar back, do we? Man, he's getting banged up.
And
He's gonna miss 4 more weeks. Let me see.
and he also keeps getting injured.
Yeah, so let's say Neymar is out nearly 4 weeks
And,
injury. It's just been, man, Neymar, how you just stayed with. That's like when he went to PSG, he carried a curse. It's like a curse every single time. When he was with us, like, he was playing great. He didn't get injured that much, other than the World Cup in 2014.
yeah,
Like, it's just, man, always getting banged up, this man. I haven't seen this man getting dressed up to watch games, not seeing him to play. I don't see this man play that much. And it's just like, this, this, this,
I mean, he honestly shouldn't have left, but
yeah.
it is what it is.
It was like a Kyrie situation.
Yeah,
It was pretty much a Kyrie situation.
he went
Uh,
at his birth.
singing happy birthday to someone. They gotta be doing this to annoy me because I'm doing this right now. It's too annoying. Yeah, they're doing this to annoy me. I know they're not actually. They're probably singing to a dog. So that's
Uh,
pretty. Yeah,
I told my sister they better be quiet at this time. So
yeah. Like this is all these freaking. Wait, it's an actual. Oh, wait, it's an actual. Yeah, they actually are celebrating. Yeah, some
oh,
family in Angola. Yeah, yeah, some family in Angola.
uh,
So pretty much, he shouldn't have left, man. He should not have. Let me look at his stats for a second with PSG because he shouldn't have left. Neymar. Why did you leave us? He was doing so great. He was doing so great. Let me see how many. So he pretty much has. I'm trying to look for his stats. When did he left us in 2018? 2018, right? No, wait. 2017.
it's been that.
It's been almost like 4 years, going up to now 4 years.
Yeah,
It's been almost 4 years. It's been almost 4 years. I mean, for this year so far, he's only had 6 appearances, but the year barely just started. So pretty much, yes, I don't really look at stats that much, but overall though, it's just sad. I mean, look at these numbers though. Just from a couple appearances for us. So 2013, 2014, he had 19 appearances, had 9 goals. 2014, 2015, he had 29 appearances with 22 goals. 2015, 2016, he had 34 appearances with 24 goals. 2016, 2017, he was probably banged up a lot. 30 appearances with 13 goals. PSG, he had 20 appearances with 19 goals. But
Mhm.
ever since he hasn't been showing up that much.
Yeah.
And a soccer season, it's a lot of games, including Champions League and other things that you got to do internationally too. So
Hmm.
I get it, but my God, he's missing a lot more games than he should
Yeah.
be. So yes, it's a headache, but it's just headaches after headaches with this team. It's just
Yeah.
I just can't take it anymore mentally because it's hard. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna be mad that we didn't win the Champions League, even though I know damn well we don't have a good team to win it in the first place.
Hmm.
So it's just like,
I think let's go as far as we can.
hmm, I'm being realistic. Looking at the teams, like in terms of contenders, Bayern is better than us.
Hmm.
Juventus is better than us. PSG is better than us. Man
Yeah.
City is better than us. Liverpool is better than us.
Yeah.
Maybe Real Madrid might be better than us right now.
Be honest, they did beat us too.
So that's about what, six, seven teams? And those are the elite teams. Those are the teams that you're
Yeah.
probably gonna
Because
cross
Man United
with.
is playing too, right?
Man, that is they're rebuild, man. Man, that is rebuild.
The team is not bad right now. Like
Yeah,
and
but let's be honest though, they're not going far in the Champions League.
they're not, but they're still
Yeah,
better.
they're rebuilding wise, step by step by step.
Yeah.
Paul Pogba wants to leave. He wants to go to Real Madrid. So
Yeah.
yes,
To be honest, they don't even need him anymore.
yeah, and it's obvious that he wants to leave.
Yeah.
He wants to leave, so just pain. It's just headaches. I'm actually feeling headaches. It might be looking at this score that it's 1-0 right now. I'm feeling headaches right now. It's just, God, yeah, it's a disaster. It's a dumpster fire with this team. Like sometimes I just want to like get my keyboard and just whack myself on the head with it because that's how bad it is. So
Like at this point, I don't even watch these games anymore. I lost
yeah.
interest. I just look
I
at the
just,
highlights. Like,
Mhm. Yeah, because let's be honest, though, we pretty much set our team on the Champions League. I pretty much say, okay, what have you done for me in the Champions League?
yeah.
And the next one that they have is Dynamo Kiev. They have on the 14th. That's a nobody team. I don't even know what that team is.
Yeah.
So they have it on the November 14th, a couple weeks from now on a Saturday. Oh no, on the Wednesday. So no, wait. I got it mixed up. November 4th. Wait a minute. So they actually play this upcoming week.
Oh.
Yeah, they actually played this upcoming week. So I got it twisted now. So it's the Dynamo Key. So God, God, and obviously we're anticipating Ronaldo's gonna be there.
Hmm.
December 8th, Barcelona Juventus again.
Oh yeah. I'll test negative now.
Yeah, he tested negative, so he's good now.
So
Yeah,
that's a real game.
yeah. There was some reports like the I think a day before the game against us against Juventus, Ronaldo said, "Man, I'm fine. They just lying about the test and stuff."
Really?
Yeah, Ronaldo, you may be fine, but they're still gonna, how they're gonna do. They're still gonna quarantine you for 10 days. So, you know. And he said that he didn't break protocols. So,
Hmm.
even though someone said that he did, but someone must be lying. But he did test positive, so
Yeah.
I lean towards the doctor's side on that. But December 8th, we play them again, and then what do we play? We play Real Madrid next year. What do we play? We play them at Yeah, we play him at April. Let's see, play him at
Got a lot of time.
April 11th on a Sunday. But I think there's gonna be fans by that time too in Europe. Europe's trying to have outbreaks for the second wave potentially. So
Yeah, I've been hearing.
yeah, there are fans though. That one. But I'm having headaches. Another great episode. Listening, just talking about the goddamn Barcelona team. You know, it's just wishing our best to our brother Demo. He might have the Roro, maybe. He might really have Rona. He might really have Rona though. Real talk.
Well, we hope not. We hope not.
Yeah, we hope not, but you know, he's sick and stuff like that, so you don't anticipate him getting sick. Or you don't anticipate that something serious, probably just a flu or
It
cold.
could just be a little cold.
Yeah. So
Best.
yeah, yeah, pretty much. I'm sorry I had to do this. We're gonna have to look at some highlights from the Real Madrid. I know I didn't want to talk about it, but we have to talk about it now. We have to talk about it now. Look at this. Okay, the game's just started. Game starting. You know, nice pace. Gonna skip around pretty. Look at this. Look at this already. Look at this. Look, what is PK doing? What is PK doing?
Oh my god.
And then was that a goal? That was a goal.
That was a
And
goal.
yeah, that was a goal. That was 5 minutes in.
Dude,
That was
the
5 minutes
space they
in.
give.
Yeah, it's look at the space though.
Bro.
Look at the space though.
Bro.
Yeah, it's just
That
it's,
is frustrating.
it is. Oh, okay. Here we go. I think this was a goal here. It's Ansu Fati.
Yeah.
That man Ansu Fati, how old is he? I think he's what, 17?
I think he's 19. Oh, wait, no. He's probably 17, actually.
17?
Yeah, he's really young.
He's for the future. We're not gonna worry about him that much. He's for the future. So pretty much he's not non-existent, but we're thinking about him in terms of the future.
Mm-hmm.
It's another opportunity here. This is pretty much. What the hell is it? And was shot. Oh, another possession. Okay, let me see. Oh, never mind. Oh, this is Messi. Another. Let me just look at the second one. The one that's the second one. Oh wait, this is a penalty. This is a penalty. This was a penalty, right?
What?
Now, tell me this one.
What?
Now, this Sergio Ramos and this number 15 guy. Look, so they're grabbing each other. So honestly, tell me though. Honestly, tell me, who does Real Madrid deserve that penalty kick?
No. They're both holding each other.
They're both tug and pull, right? But
Yeah.
the ref called that.
Dude, he literally threw himself to the floor. Look at that.
And Ramos flopped. And
Oh my
Ramos
god,
flopped
bro.
too.
He literally threw himself to the floor.
So you know, and look at Messi. Look at Messi too. Look at Messi after. Messi's like, man, everybody.
And I'll slap that ref.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. And then
Almost.
look at the goalkeeper too. We went to his side where he just didn't get there. It happens. Reactions happen. But you know the ref signal in soccer, it's a penalty. When he does a little circle thing, it's a penalty.
Yeah.
That's pretty much.
But he did flop.
Yeah, he did flop. And I can pretty much just look at the third goal, which is it's a disaster. This one actually might be the worst one ever. Let me look at the build-up.
Oh.
Yeah, this.
Yeah.
Let me see. Look at this. Look at this. What is D. Jong doing? What is he doing? The guy that we got from Juventus. What is he doing? What is he doing? Why? What is he doing? And then PK getting exposed again. Look at PK. Look at PK. doing?
And he just stays there too.
He
He doesn't.
stays there. No effort. Look at the goalkeeper playing more defense than him. Oh, pain, pain, pain. Look at Messi.
Man,
Look at Messi's face, man.
I
That
feel
is
so
the
bad for him.
face that tells you that he's had enough of this BS and he wants to
Yeah,
leave. So
man.
that's it's a disaster.
How it is right now.
Hmm?
Just how it is right now.
It's exactly how it is right now. Yeah, yeah, that's it for another great episode, man. Tough episode. First Barca fan, Rockets fans a little bit hurting, but
Yeah.
gotta represent the bearded one, James Harden,
Yes,
little
sir.
number 13, gotta represent. But okay, Rockets wise, maybe let's see one more year, see how this thing goes.
Mm-hmm.
Barcelona, I don't know what the hell they doing. This is pretty much the team that we have for the next 6 years, unless
Yeah.
they start making moves. So it's just tough times ahead as a sports fan for Barcelona.
Right.
Just tough times ahead. But anything else you want to add, man? We'll wrap this up.
Nothing really.
All right. And then Demo, hope he doesn't get the roll. Hope he has a speedy recovery with whatever he's dealing with. So,
Yeah.
yep, pretty much it, man.